Hi, it's Robbie from Southern California. But when this came, I went wild. Walmart and other stores put these on sale sometimes for $10 or $15. You get the whole unit. The pump alone, if you went to buy a replacement pump to use, can be $15, $20. Look at this. And you can use this either in an outlet, in a power bank or a power unit, a backup battery, or you can get yourself a solar panel and you can plug it into that. This little pet fountain is so versatile. I went and bought myself a whole bunch. I know a lot of you did too, and you just can't beat it. I mean, look at it. You can use it as is. I did show you in the other video how to use that special hot glue so you can make a perch on the flower, and that works wonderful. But there was an issue. Some of you came to me and said, hey, it's hot, it's windy, there's different things happening to my water. The water is disappearing. What do? The unit's so small. Well, today we're going to go over how to make this unit into something that's 100 gallons. Okay, maybe not 100 gallons. Well, maybe 100 gallons. But I'm going to show you how we can expand this beautiful unit as I did here, and the hummingbirds have been coming to it. The doves have been coming to it. Everybody's been coming to it. And I'll show you how you can expand this too for all your birds in a matter of minutes. So let's get into how to fix this, or at least expand it if you want it bigger. And you can still have it portable. I'm turning on my flash fish in the back because I'm not going to bend down and plug in my soldering iron, which we will need. And I'll explain to you why we can't use anything else. There's the unit that the video showed how I put together. And there's nothing to do except we went with the hot glue gun and we kind of outlined the flower. And now we do need a soldering iron. With the hot glue on top of the flowers, the birds can grip on because it creates a perch. Now the first thing we're going to do is just take it apart, which is no big deal. Lift it up. Now we're going to turn it over, and I want those feet off. We don't need it because it lifts it up about almost an inch, and we don't want it high at all. This is perfect. A little bit of space is great. Now, guess what we're going to do to make this bigger? And I think my soldering iron is ready to go and nice and hot, and I'm moving that top out of the way. We don't want to accidentally do anything to that with the hot soldering iron. Now I'm taking the soldering iron and I'm going to make holes on the bottom. Wait a minute, you're saying. You're making holes in your fountain? All the water is going to come out. You betcha. We want the water to come out. Now you want to take your time doing this. Now some of you are going to say, oh, it's so much quicker to use a drill. You can use a drill if you want, but I will tell you, this is a very hard plastic and it's strong. If you put a drill through it, you've got the possibility of cracking it. Take it from one that knows. So with a hot soldering iron, you're going to melt holes in it. There's no way you can crack it that way. But a drill, there's a possibility. If you want to drill it, go ahead and drill it. But I'm going to take my time and I'm going to make holes all the way around. We want it all the way underneath. We want it all around the sides. And we want it as far up as we can go. Take it slow. You're not in any hurry because it's a one-time deal. Once you do it, you're done. And just make those holes. It doesn't matter how big the holes are because water leaks. You know how an aquarium gets a little tiny leak and boom, you've got water all over? So the small hole will be fine, but make a lot of holes. In this particular case, there's never too many holes. There may be not enough, and you don't want this thing to bob, but too many holes will be good. So make a lot of holes and go completely around the entire vessel. You will never be able to freestand it like it was before with the little container, but that's okay because this is going to be better for a lot of you that want more water. The great thing is you can now add as much water to your new fountain as you want. I know it doesn't make sense, but I think you already understand what we're going to do. Now, being this is a really tough plastic, I've noticed that when it makes a hole, it leaves a little hair-like plastic. Just wipe it off. And before we use it, you always wash your fountain in the sink or whatever. Give it a good rinse and make sure everything is rinsed off. That is basically it. See all the holes there? This is going to be perfect for what we're going to do. You've almost made a colander. Think of it that way. The water that is in there is going to flow out, and the water that's on the outside is going to flow in. Now we're going to put our fountain back together. We are done. Unless you want to go ahead and do a bunch of DIYs to it. That is up to you. But as it stands right now, you've got the biggest fountain you want at your fingertips. Here I'm just going to take a simple bowl I picked up at Dollar Tree. I am now more than doubling the water, and I'm taking my hot soldering iron and I'm making a notch on the bowl. That's not really that important. So you can use a beautiful big ceramic bowl, glass bowl, whatever you want. Remember, if it's glass, glass gets hot in the sun. Plastic does not. So if you're sitting it in the shade, that's okay. But any bowl of your liking, heck, you can put it in a kid's swimming pool if you wanted to now, because the water is going to flow what's on the outside back in and what's on the inside back out. And the odds are you've got a bowl around your house you're not using. Now, this is a plant. Now that's because I'm leaving it open on the top. I'm not going to put a super big plate or do anything else. So some of you might be afraid that if a bird gets in, they can't get out. Well, if you've got a plant in there, they can climb on that, climb on the edge if it was a little bird and get out. But make sure the plant you get is for tropical fish. If it's good for freshwater fish, it's perfect to use in your fountain. You're done. Is this not beautiful? And it probably didn't even cost you anything. And just so you know, I got a whole lot more projects coming. So with the comments coming in that you wanted more water, now you have all the water you want depending on what size bowl or vessel you want to use. And let me tell you something, I love these little fountains, whether they're $10, $15, or $20, because this is the pedestal. This is what's bringing your water up into the air, and you've got the water underneath and you've got the fountain shooting upwards, dribbling down, and all the birds can hear it and see it as they're flying by. It makes noise, they can hear the water, and this is what they want, especially on hot days. You may not hear it. Sometimes it's very quiet, but let me tell you something. All these birds have keen hearing, and when it comes to water, which is life, the most important thing for them, they can find it. While I was sitting here, I could see this little house finch come to take a drink through the door. And here's another one. I've had so many birds coming, and this particular bowl's only been out for one day, but the hummingbirds come to it. Sometimes they like to sit on the edge and take a bath. The doves, they can sit on the edge of the bowl and get their water. All of them have been coming to check out the new bowl. They're always wondering, what in the world is she putting out? And sometimes it can take a day or two till they figure out what is going on, but that's okay. When it comes to the hummingbirds, don't worry. They found it instantly. They recognize it. There's their pedestal. They can sit on top and bathe to their heart's desire. And I so love watching them. So with that, have a wonderful day. Don't forget to eat what you grow and leave your comments, because I'm not through yet. Bye-bye.